inhabitable.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. Yon statue is swathed in mystery. Mayhap these statues were erected that travelers might not lose their way. Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be in our favor. We must not let down our guard. All creatures who know death cling to life. 'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with weapons.
How's this?
Focus your strength, Arisen!
Wakestone shards are worth their weight in gold when one has enough of it.
We ought to keep it prepared. What excellent! I could have done no better.
Think nothing of it.
Splendid.
I'll be here, but standing still is harder than it looks, you know. Oh, apologies, Master. My mind was 1,000 leagues away. I'll be feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
Turn out your... I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
let me get that. You have my protection. Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me. Truly? Let us not disturb them. The cry of a chicken carries for leagues around. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might. Would anyone care to push?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's ought to be found while we're here? Another encounter! I ill like this. We are already hard-pressed from our previous engagement.
Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
Incidentally,
Give no quarter.
one of us has been drenched.
Turn out your pockets. I'm taking them out. I can't wait to find out what's inside. Feast your eyes on this!
Or you're better off turning back. That cavern is not for mortal feet to tread. 'Tis a maze, with monsters round every wretched corner. I dare say none could pass through those tunnels and live to tell the tale. A crying shame 'tis. Few's the merchant who can cross yon bridge. I'd thought this my chance to make some decent coin.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle? If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aid. Might I be Knights our ally against such fiends! I shan't let them
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
truly are formidable, Arisen. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement.
Arisen! Are you all right? Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Shall we set it rolling? forces! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness!
You have been tarred, Arisen. Where? Open flame. Whenever I see so much as a gleam of treasure, I cannot help but want to claim it.
Yes. That sounds familiar. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Take care where you place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as 'tis our enemy.
I mislaid the cat. Only misery awaits the one game enough to touch it, I fear.
Indeed, one never can be too cautious. What a glorious success! Once more.
Someone saw me.
Keep this place in mind.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Why don't we have a taste? There's surely no harm in it.
Our bellies will last a little longer.
Just when I needed it most. Many thanks.
One can see well into the distance from here. The scenery of Battahl is wondrous to behold. Danger might lurk anywhere, where every shadow and mind the sea. Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
I've got a good feeling about this one.
I will protect you.
This is an obstacle I'd sooner be rid of.
A ranged attack is needed. You can count upon my aid. I would gladly be available. I'll hold the enemy in place. Get back! Well said. Over here, if you please. We should be able to move this boulder with our combined might. Would anyone care to push?
What a fascinating way to end a foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Now that is a surprise.
I know precisely when a curative is needed. Ooh, I can't wait to find out what's inside.
There, Master! Swords! Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. That was superb, Arisen! Follow me, if you would.
I'm saved, Master, and 'tis all thanks to you.
I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind? Have you always pursued your current vocation in your service to the Arisen?
Well, it wasn't my servant. Have my protection! Prepare yourself!
Shall I assist? Leave it to me. Tis beyond my ken how all these passages connect. Would that we had a map, eh?
We mustn't lead the Arisen astray. Let us be mindful of our surroundings.
This obstacle shan't get the better of us. There must be a way to remove it.
If a ranged attack is needed, count upon my aid. Might I be of assistance? There, Master! Knackered! Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients. Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
What do you want? I'm in no mood to have my ear talked off, thank you. My back's afire. I can scarce talk for the pain. Leave an old man be. Mind, I wouldn't say no to some wildflowers, if you happen to have any with you. A handful of those, and I could prepare a poultice that'd help me make it home.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
What is it now? Unless you brought me some wildflowers, I'd prefer to be left alone. Well, that was most kind of you. My thanks for the trouble. Right, here goes naught. Ah, that did the trick. Relief at last. I was beginning to fear that I'd be stuck here for the rest of my days. I've a mind to thank you, sir. Would you look in on me at my home? I live nearby. There aren't too many houses out here, so you'll find it soon enough, I expect.
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location, really. Loath as I am to deplete our stock of curatives, we've little choice without a mage.
Moving on from this discussion for now. In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it?
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Aye? Beg pardon, sir, but...
Forgive me, dear. I forgot to tell you. I asked this good sir to look in on me.
Oh, not this again. How many times have I begged you not to bring strangers into our home?
I know, dear, but this one's a kindly sort. Brought me the wildflowers I needed to make it home when I threw out my back.
'Tis always one reason or another, isn't it? And has it e'er ended well for us? Not once. Mark my words, no one wanders this far out unless they are running from something.
This one's different, I promise you. You've heard tell of the Arisen, have you not? The hero who travels far and wide to track and fell the dragon.
Oh? So this stranger claims to be the Arisen? Believe what you will, but expect no hospitality from me. You may tend to our guest yourself.
You will have to forgive my wife. She has her reasons for being mistrusting, but you deserved a warmer welcome than that. Now let me fetch your reward. Wait here a moment.
I can't wait to find out what's inside.
Oh! Fie! My back! I've done it in again.
Goatstuffer, when will you learn to be more gentle with yourself?
Oh, hold your tongue. All the gentleness in the world won't stop the hurt from coming on when 'twill. It's only gotten worse of late. There's naught for it but to make for the curative spring.
In your state, you'll ne'er reach it. And that's to say nothing of the monsters that haunt the roads out there. They'll be on you in a moment if they see you limping along on your own. Oh, would that I could take you to the spring myself, but alas,
Don't even think on it, my dear. I'd not ask that of you, knowing how crowded places of that ilk make you feel.
But what are we to do? I fear for you, my love.
Fear not. You'll have your reward. I just need to sit still a moment. You'd be willing to accompany me all that way? You see, my dear, what did I tell you? The Arisen's a goodly sort. I've an eye for people.
Oh, don't be a fool, Goutstuffer. You have barely spoken to this person. What if you were being deceived? Did you think of that?
Come. Surely there are far more clever lies to tell if one's intent is to swindle. I'm not sure I can afford to refuse aid so freely given, my dear.
So be it then. 'Tis plain your mind's made up.
We'd best be along. My back isn't like to fix itself.
Pray see my husband safely to the encampment. I shall await your return.
Could I trouble to...
Methinks there are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
As you wish. I shall return directly.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. That's my protection! I'll take that. We might find a use for it. Methinks we could move this boulder if we work together. Shall we set it rolling? I'd sooner not battle those with whom we have no quarrel. Yet if they mean us harm, we can but defend ourselves. I quite agree.
Feast your eyes on this!
Hold fast, Arisen! I shan't let you fall! Defend the Arisen!
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
Wakestone shards are treasures to be prized, though only when made whole can they work their magic.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it. Thinks these climbs are ill-suited to habitation. 'Tis a lonely place, to be sure.
Over so soon?
Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
Show him your metal!
Well, right where it hurts.
That's what I'm talking about!
What is the meaning of this?
You have my admiration. I doubt even my own master has obtained an article so rare.
I do not linger here.
A ballista is a ranged weapon. It is not how we use this, but
Could I trouble you to walk a wee bit slower?
Greetings, Sir Arisen. Have you come to enjoy the waters of the curative spring yourself? The injury I sustained in Her Majesty's defense is healing steadily. Yet 'twill be some time before I am ready to leave. Though I am grateful for this opportunity to convalesce, I grow restless, as there is a matter I wish to investigate post-haste. Perhaps you would look into it on my behalf? I wish to know the identity of the villain who orchestrated the attempt on the Empress's life. The rogue you captured has been questioned at length, but last I heard has yet to reveal this information. Methinks you might fare better at breaking his silence.
We have been entrusted with a task. Let us approach it with all due care.
Oh, there's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Huh. That's like to make me sick, it is. Still, there's not a swig of newt lick I can't fix, I always say. Bollocks, I'm all out. Boy there, come at a fine time, you have. Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft boiled right here in the hot spring. 'Tis mostly sand, won't kill you or naught. You're a bold one. Here you are. Time for a few sips.
At last, I've ne'er seen a more welcome sight. This spring here has been visited since times of eld for its curative properties. I only hope to be able to ease the ache in my back. I'll go have my soak now, if 'tis all the same to you. Can't have Cleona fretting over how long I've been gone. Ooh, it twinges a bit.
'Twould seem I owe you a debt of gratitude. And an apology. True to your word, you have seen my husband safely to the spring. I was so afeard for his well-being, I couldn't bring myself to sit at home, waiting, wondering. So I followed you at a distance, though now I see I needn't have. My husband and I are met with persecution everywhere we turn, you see. More than one village we thought to call home has driven us away. That is why we live in so far-flung a place. Gaustaffer can bear the judgment well enough, but I cannot. You, at least, have proven deserving of our trust. My husband was right about you. You are a kind soul, indeed. I shall not soon forget this good turn you've done my husband and I. You are welcome to visit us again, if your travels should happen to take you as far as our abode. I would fain lend you my skills as magic archer, Maester. And I'm certain my husband would be only too glad to take up his blacksmith's hammer for your sake.
Sir Cleona was the magic archer-maester all along.
Short though our acquaintance may be, your kindness and sincerity have earned my respect. And so, to aid you in your duty, I would grant you this technique, my most guarded secret as maester of my art.
Bollocks, I'm all out. Puh! Still, there's not a swig of newt lick I can't fix. Boy there, come up. Care for a rotten egg? 'Twas soft boiled right. Bought me some newt liquor, have ye? Many thanks, Cos. Don't mind if I do. Aye, that's the stuff. There's naught finer than a gulp of newt liquor. After a hot bath, 'tis bliss, pure and simple. But I'll need me a nibble to go with my glug. Down the hatch. Aye, this is a dream come true, 'tis. Suppose you deserve aught for your trouble. Here you are, cuz. A soft-boiled egg, specially prepared right here in the hot spring.
Mayhap if we bring Sir Lamond more newt liquor, he will tell us aught else of worth. I do not wish to doubt you, but 'tis difficult to believe. Fancy a look at my wares?
Greetings. I expect you must be weary from your travels, but you'll find this hot spring well worth the trip. Its healing waters draw upon the volcano's natural heat. Take a dip, and your fatigue shall melt away in moments.
Always a pleasure.
Lost track of time. This place is
What the hell is down here?
Fancy a look at my wares? The waters of the hot spring have left us fighting fit.
Greeting. Its healing waters draw upon the volcano.
'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Do come again.
Well, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or mayhap to speak with me? Is that right? Suppose I can indulge you a moment, so long as I've a drink in hand. Consarn it, this bottle's empty. Apologies, cuz, but I can't talk with a parched throat. Well, have you come for a dip in the hot spring? Or is that right? Have at it then.